Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Gabriela and this is our first European Portuguese lesson, level A1, A2. To begin our class, we're going to start by taking a look at the Portuguese alphabet, how to pronounce each letter from A to Z, A, Z, and in the meantime, I'm going to give you some examples of words that start with each letter of the alphabet. Are you ready? Here we go. Letra A. A. We have an open sound here. A. A. Letra A. As for the word amanhã, 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 tomorrow. This means tomorrow, okay? Amanhã. Next we have B. Letra B. B. E. B. Letra B. As for bom or boa. Bom, bom or boa. Boa. Bom, boa. Both of these words mean good. The first one is a masculine word, while the second is a feminine word. Don't worry, because we will learn this later on in the course. Then we have letra C. Letra C. C. E. Letra C. As for the word carro, 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 which means car, car, carro, carro. Moving on to letter D, we have the sound D. 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 E. D. D. As for the word dia. 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 It means day in Portuguese. Dia. And if we take bom and add it before the word dia, we have good morning. Bom dia. Bom dia. Bom dia. Good morning. Bom dia. Next we have letter E, which in Portuguese it's pronounced as E. 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 Notice how the sound is different from B, C, D. E is also an open sound, just as the letter A. A and é. É. So from now on, you will know how to pronounce the following letters of the alphabet. Every time you see this circumflex accent, you know you'll have to pronounce it as a closed sound. E, B, E, E. While when we have an acute accent like this, we will have an open sound. A, A, and E, E. As for the word elefante, elefante, you might be thinking, I don't hear the sound E. And in fact, both letter E in this word do not have that sound. However, it is indeed written with this letter. Don't worry, we will also learn more about the exceptions in the Portuguese pronunciation. Elefante, elefante, elefante. It means elephant. Okay? Elefante, elefante. Moving on, we have F, 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 letra F. Notice how the first E is an open sound, while the second one it's not. F, It's almost like a U sound. F, F. As for the word familia, 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 which means family. Next, we have the letter G, which in Portuguese can actually have two pronunciations. You can say it as G, 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 letra G, as for example, ghost in English, right? The G, G, G sound. G, G. Or you could also pronounce it as G, G, G. As for my name, Gabriela, 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 Gabriela. This is my name. For letter H, we have the following sound. A ga, a ga, a ga, letra a ga. As for example, for the word hoje, 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 which means today. The letter H is silent in Portuguese. We have words, as you can see, that start with the letter, but it does not have any sound. Once more, hoje, hoje, hoje. Later on in the course, we will learn about the letter N plus a G, which is going to give us a nasal sound, which would be something like nha, nha, nha. But this is going to be taught in another lesson. After a G, we have E, 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 E. Easy, right? E. As for the word imagem, 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 imagem. It means image or picture. Then we have J, letra J, 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 J. As for the word jogador, 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 which means player. For example, o Cristiano Ronaldo é jogador. Cristiano Ronaldo is a player. Jogador. Then we have letra K. Letra K. 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 Capa, capa. We don't have any Portuguese word that starts with letra capa. All the words we have are words that come from other languages. As for example, que vi, que vi, or you can also pronounce it as kiwi, 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 kiwi. Listen one more time. Que vi, que vi, que vi, or kiwi, kiwi, kiwi. Moving on, we have the letter L, 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 letra L. As for the word luz, luz, luz. luz, which means light. Next, we have letra M. Letra M. 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 Letra M. As for the word mãe. Mãe. We have a nasal sound here. Mãe. Not my, but mãe. Mãe. You can always try to put your fingers on your nose and close it. You might look funny doing that, but I'm sure it's going to help you out pronouncing all nasal sounds in Portuguese. Mãe. This word means mother. Mother. Moving on, we have letra N. Letra N. 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 As for the word não. 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 We have another nasal sound, as you can see. Não. 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 Which means no. So it's a really important word. Next we have letra O. Letra O. Letra O. As for the word olá. 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 Which means hello. Hello. Then we have letra P. Letra P. 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 Pay attention to the sound, because I'm not pronouncing it. I'm not pronouncing this word with an open E sound. Instead, if I did so, if I said P instead of P, I would actually be saying the word foot. Foot. Like this. Pé. Pé means foot. Instead, the name of the letter P is P. P. As for Portugal. 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 As you can tell, it means Portugal. Then we have Q, which in Portuguese is pronounced as que. 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 Letra que. As for the word queijo. Queijo. queijo, 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 which means cheese. Then we have letra R. Letra R. 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 Letra R. The R sound in Portuguese can be sharp, like the one you just heard, R, or vibrant, R, R, R. For example, in the word armário, 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 we have two letter R, and both of them are vibrant. But for example, if we have the word rato, 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 which means mouse, rato, these are in the beginning of a word in Portuguese, as always, a sharp sound. R, r, rato, rato. Moving on, we have S, S, letra S, letra S, letra S, letra S. As for the word sapato, 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 which means shoe. Notice, one more time, the name of the letter S in Portuguese is S, not is. Can you notice the difference when I pronounce both? S and is. When I pronounce it as is without the accent on top, I'm actually saying that one. That one is. However, once more, the name of the letter is S. S. So we have an open sound once more. Moving on, we have letra T. Letra T. 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 As for the word tu, 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 the word tu means you, singular you, tu, and it's an informal way of approaching someone. Tu. After letter T, we have U. 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 More or less like the letter E, right? Pretty easy so far. And we can write uva. 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 uva, which means grape. Uva. Then we have V, which in Portuguese is letra V. Letra V. 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 Letra V. The way we pronounce letter V in Portuguese actually corresponds to a verb tense in the present simple, which would mean he or she sees. Ele vê. Ela vê. He sees and she sees. However, I want to write the word você. 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 Which also means singular you, but this time this is used in formal contexts. Você. Next, we have W, which in Portuguese is pronounced as W, 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 more or less the same pronunciation as English, or we can also call it duplo, duplo, V, V, duplo V, which means double V, double V, duplo V, duplo V. We also don't have any Portuguese word that starts with the letter W, unless we are talking about cities in the USA, for example, like Washington. We would write it with W. So for this one, I'm leaving it in blank. Then we have X, which in Portuguese is pronounced as X, 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 X. Notice how the beginning and the end of the name of the letter X have this sh sound. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. We don't have that many words in Portuguese that start with the letter X, letra X, but I'll give you one example. Xilofone, 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 which means xylophone. This letter can have different sounds in Portuguese. You can either have the sound sh, as you just heard before in xilofone, or it can have the sound x, as for the word taxi, right? So taxi, x, x. And sometimes even the sound z, just as the letter z. As for example, the word exemplo, exemplo, exemplo. The X here has the sound Z. But once more, don't worry. We are going to learn more about letra X later on in the course. Then we have epsilon, epsilon, which in Portuguese is pronounced as epsilon, 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 epsilon. Or you can also call it E, just as for letra E, grego, E, grego, E grego, E grego, 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 E grego, which means Greek I, Greek I. And once more, we don't have any Portuguese word that starts with this letter. For that reason, I'm leaving this one in blank. Finally, we have letra Z. Letra Z. 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 Notice, one more time, how I'm not pronouncing this E with an open sound. It is pronounced as Z, E, and not Z. Can you hear the difference? Z and Z. If you pronounce it as being Z, you're actually saying short for the name José. Z. José, in English, could be translated as Joseph. So this would be a friendly way of calling someone whose name is José. And for letra Z, we can have the word zebra, 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 zebra. This was our first European Portuguese class. In next class, we're going to take a look at some letters of the alphabet that can have some exceptions regarding its pronunciation, such as C, K, X, and S, and H and L when put together with H. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I can't wait to meet you again on our second class. Até à próxima! Bons estudos de português!